Okay, welcome aboard, good folks. This is Jack Devine. Welcome back to another episode of Jacksnax. Today we're going to talk about how to dial in a Les Paul to get that kind of blues breaker sound that I've got here. Very fun sound to work with. It has a certain kind of ripping paper and kind of compressed horn sound. Super fun. Okay, we've got two humbuckers. You got to make sure they're low output. Okay, they can't be super hot. And you're going to want a guitar with 50s wiring. I think it works out a little better. I'm not quite sure what the distinction really is, believe it or not. It just seems like a more versatile setup in terms of getting access to a wider palette of sounds. I guess there's some debate in the Les Paul universe about that, but you don't have to have a Les Paul. You could do this with an SG or a 335, but key amongst the distinctions is that you have four tone knobs and two humbuckers. Okay? So here are the three sounds the way I currently have the guitar set up. Okay, a neck pickup. With the tone, you know, it can be up all the way. Okay, and the volume's down at around 6 there. In the middle, and the bridge is going to be more like this. Very kind of raw sound. I'm using a profile from my Kemper for a JTM 45. Kind of wound up. And so when we put it in the middle, we get a blend of the both, and it kind of smooths out the harshness of the bridge and adds some of that creamy low end. Now, while we're in that middle position, we have the opportunity to kind of blend a little bit more. As we turn down the volume knob, it very quickly cleans up. From here, this is on 10. If we just go to 9, thank goodness they have these numbers on the knobs because it's very helpful to remember where you're at. Okay, we take a lot of the edge off. Listen. That's just one little click. Okay, so for playing rhythm, you could be spending a lot of time like just like that. Really, really good kind of, you know, overdriven, but not totally saturated. You bring it down to 8. Tone knob down on 3. Okay, so one of the big advantages to this kind of setup is that we can have the bridge pickup, which is inherently brighter and has a lot more harmonic content. We can turn down the treble all the way and get the bridge to sound nice still while having the neck pickup, which is typically a little overly dark on these guitars. There's a lot of low end content right here, and now we've got a big bassy pickup right in the bassiest spot. So keeping it clean by having the amp wound up really high with a lot of treble. It's hard to get a double humbucker guitar just with vintage sounding pickups to sound that clear in the neck. With that nice little chirp. So having access to all that high end, really, if I was to turn up the bridge pickup, listen to how bright and shrill it is. I mean, I don't use that much high end that often. That's just a little too much for my taste. I like it down here, like where I start with it all the way rolled off and then just bring it up a little bit at a time until it clears up. Just right about there. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, so very cool sound. Okay, it's a little spitty, but it's cool. All right, so now we've got access to like that. We can roll down the neck pickup and get that. That kind of weird. I mean, they called it woman tone. I never really. Bit more treble and you get a little bit more usable. It's nice for feedback though. So there's that kind of muted coronet sound that it makes when you blend them together. Kind of gives me that Mick Taylor thing. Very fun. Maybe a little bit more high end. Wind it back a little bit and watch the clarity come up. Do that. I mean, that's the same gain setting, right? But I've got the volumes down now and are around 6, so really interactive. Most of this sound is just winding up the amp all the way. All right, so this is very bright and wide open sound. Okay, so we're attenuating the highs with this and the volume and gain right here. Okay, and then when we blend in the bridge pickup with the middle, we can add back some brilliance here. Pretty good sound there. Anyway, basic idea is get a JTM 45 circuit and you're in pretty good shape. Slightly muted fuzz, like it's not a fuzz, it's more like that that old primitive Marshall circuit with the highs attenuated. And then if you want, you can bring it up and you get that kind of brilliant sound that you have on some of the other, you know, John Mayall tracks. With the tone up at around 5, right? So you gotta really dial it in, okay? Remember, just a little notch off with the volume and we're in the clean area. You know, not clean, but you know, slightly overdriven. Right? Very good for that Stonesy stuff, but you gotta know how to work a volume knob. And your tone.